and Amadou Badji will chase. But chasing first is Mbemba Mane. And Mbemba now gets the ball. They want a corner. No, it's a goal kick. I'm scared. And now goal kick with his yellow boots. Aliu sends it forward, Jase. And it couldn't connect to right back Baba Kutujo. And now it's put Jumbulu out all in grey with luminous green, with blue socks. And they're attacking from the democracy end of the ground in the second half. And by my watch, we have played 58 minutes of normal time in this game. And it's Baba Kutujo who is waiting to take the resulting throw right in front of their technical bench. He finds a teammate and he gets the return ball. And now the team with his dreadlocks. And Lamin Bojang seems to be also in pain. He goes to ground and Baba Kutujo wants to release the ball quickly, but the referee was none of it, and therefore it's time to check on Lamin Bojang, who seems to be in pain.
Yeah, he's in pain, and of course, for me, at this point, I think I want to see what the coaches will do. Knowing both of them, knowing Cheney, and of course, knowing Samba. Of course, Samba was a winner as a player. I remember that strike that is, that strike for Greater Tomorrow, that won them that league. Of course, Cheney was also one that. So, at this point, I know they will all want to win. Of course, obviously, Cheney had made a promise. Samba the other time admitted that, of course, they were poor on the first one, but football to football. They've capitalized, they've learned their mistakes. He said they will improve. And of course, for me, I think they've improved all. So, but 20, 30 minutes that is left. Let's see what they will do. Probably a tactical genius from any of them could turn the game around. So, maybe we want to see what they have in store. I mean, you've seen players warming on both sides. I want to see what they can offer, Jara.
Well, we want to see what they can offer, but so far so good. In terms of goals, they have offered nothing. It's 0-0 in this game. Just as we were on New Year's Day. At this point in time on New Year's Day, it was 1. if there is anybody who knows the history of losing a tournament, a final, Yusuf, solely it should be Sadio Mane.
Yeah, I remember then, he wasn't even captain, but I mean, he was an instrumental player. I mean, I used to remember when, they will introduce him in the second half. You remember the farm, Sadio Mane, you remember that song. So, I mean, I think he has been so much instrumental for Kabafita, and of course, this year leading them to the finals, and of course, dragging us to here, because if not for his late goal, I mean, we wouldn't have been here. So, maybe, just maybe, football will be fair to him this evening. Because for me, I think he has been instrumental, and I think it's time for him to at least, look at himself, look back and say, okay, I've done it for Kabafita. But again, this is football. You might never know. The wait can still continue for him.
Well, the wait can still continue for him. But now there is a lot of attacking prowess injected in this second half by both teams. And now this is Kabafita. They can now go and win this in a spectacular fashion. And somehow, this way again, you are clapping and wondering, how doesn't he go for the hit? Instead, he decided to go and square it. But now it's Kuta's turn to attack. It's like you attack, we attack. No team won penalty shootout now. And this is Sadio Mane who releases number 10, the Babuka Kamara. And somehow substitutions will come forward. But Yusuf, you are clapping. You just beginning to wonder, what on earth was the player thinking?
I think this was what we in the first half. Remember, a similar thing happened for kutajubulu in the first half. When the player, I mean, he was a striker, number 9, who could have, who had an opportunity to shoot. He decided not to. He decided to let the ball, and of course, they went on to miss. Well, you can hear the roar. I mean, when you decide to let the ball, why on earth would you? Why can't they just take responsibility? That for me, I think that should be the question. Look, this is a final. It is either you win or you lose. At the end of the day, that is what is going to happen. At the end of the day, you will go home today, either Kura or Kabafita carry today. Now, when you don't want to take responsibility, because when you miss, they will be like, okay, he had a chance and miss. But for me, I think today is really so big. When opportunity come, take it. But
when opportunity come, take it. Today is to dream. And now instructions are coming. And KB, shortly you want to say something. But what a chance that was for Kabafita.
Suleiman should have just buried that one. Like I said during the first half, you cannot find yourself in a promising position only for you to think of who are you going to square the ball for. For God and heaven's sake, you see yourself just right in front of the goalkeeper, smash the ball home, try your luck, and then try to beat the goalkeeper. Hit your shot on target, because it's only when you hit the ball on target you will have a chance to score. No matter how good you are, hit the ball on target, the goalkeeper will do his best. If he misses, it's a goal.
Well, Baba Kutujo comes out for the first change from a Kabafita point of view. As Samba Diallo hands-on hit stands out there, and the instructions now has been given. And now this is Suleiman Jame who launches it forward and switches it in play. It's 0-0 here, but now this is the substitute. Can that be an instant success? He wants a penalty, he's not going to get it. And Samba Diallo and everybody in the Kabafita technical bench will protest and come out from their seats. But the referee is none of it now. This game now want to be 1-1 in lately, as the substitute almost made an immediate impact. Number 14. I told you, and now it is still on, as still they are fighting for every ball, and Kabafita now are on the ascendancy, and Samba Diallo has made the substitution, and Seni Bojang standing hands on hips still watches on. It's 0-0 here on the 9th of January 2025, and a player is on the ground and it looks like Islamic and Bojang, and the medics will come in now to attend on him. he goes to ground, and Kabafita will make yet another substitution. And this time, it looks like it is number 2 that will be coming in for Kabafita. And number 18 will be coming in. Number 2 will be coming out, which is Ismaila Jata. And still, Kuta and Seni Bojang trust in the starting 11 that have started the game for a long time ago now. It's a throw midway point of the kutajubulu half, and it is time now for Kuta to throw in some fresh legs in this final. It's 0-0 here at the Boxbar Mini Stadium in a frantic game, absorbing final this. Either Kabafita or Kuta. We have played for almost decades now. It looks like decades now. We have been playing football between these two teams just to decide who is going to win this IUSFA. But you know, they just one more time. They just refuse to be separated. But today is a must, and bit by bit we are going closer to that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It seems like decade, but for me, I think we are loving it. I mean, every bit of it. I mean, the first final, there were moments that we will remember about that final that was played on New Year's Day, and of course, the chances that we see, the opportunities that we see in this final. I mean, for me, I'll go back remembering whoever lost this final, whether it's Kutajubulu, whether it's Kabafita. I mean, I'll be remembering that chance that they have, that they should have scored and they did not. So, well, there are opportunities that they should have scored, and of course, four of them they failed. So, yes, it's been taking long and long. But for me, every moment of it, we are loving it. And every moment will give us, I mean, we could go to the 2026 and still remember this final because of moments that passed. So yeah, I mean, it will come to an end this evening. But before that, I hope there will be more moments that we will go back. And of course, we will remember when Kuta and, Kabafita met in that final on the 8th of January 2024. Yeah, so these are finals. These are moments that we will remember. Probably, you never know. I wish. But again, rules are rules. Because we can't just adjourn it anymore. There has to be a winner. Well, then who will know what to see this atmosphere again? You know, these are moments, rare occasions that everybody will want to be part of. Probably there's one schoolboy who is at school who want to witness it. And of course, he will be like, I wish they draw. And I mean, the final will, but unfortunately, the rules will not permit them today.
The rules will not permit them today. But Kuta now are surging forward at the right-hand side. And somehow, the ball is deflected. And Baba Nindafe couldn't cross that ball in. And almost at the edge of their penalty area, they have some throw-in to defend. Kabafita at the basket line end of the ground, and Kuta will go long. And still, they are not separated. Still, we are waiting for that breakthrough. You feel the goal will be enough. But this is Abdul on the volley, but never troubled the goalkeeper.
On the volley, never troubled. Remember, he was backpedaling and then the ball bounced before him. And, he went for a spectacular, but, at that range it is very difficult to even get it on target. And if you not get it on target, and it was a big shot.
Well, Suleiman Jame now in possession. He finds Kamara. Kamara, who is on 5 goals in this tournament, remember. They'll go all the way back to centre-back Amako. And Amako now leaves it for Amadou Badji, who launches it forward. Suleiman Jame will give a chase. Can he keep it in play? No is the answer temporarily. But he gets the flick from Babukar. And then, as Babukar did the flick, he went to the ground and the referee has given a foul at a very dangerous position. And Sen Bojang is protesting. And the goalkeeper trainer for Kuta is also protesting out there. And now it's a case of everybody from the technical bench getting up and protesting. And Kuta now will make the substitution shortly. And it's 2 that are going to be thrown in by Sieni Bojang. And 2 players will be coming out. And at a minute, it looks like the player who is in pain, Lamin M. Bojang, will be coming out. He has been demanding for a substitution ever since he got the knock. And Modlamin Sise will also join in shortly. And wow, great moment. Because it's the Bombarda legends, iconic personnel's son who has come in, and the goalkeeper came from a far long way just to palm that ball. And now Abdul Sane finds his captain, and the captain now turns and runs. And you talk about determination. You talk about determination from the Kutajubulu captain, Baidu. He wanted that ball, and when he arrived, he won the set piece.
Yeah, we talked about Sadio Mane and of course what he did for Kabafita as captain. But again, I was telling KB before we even started this commentary, I was telling him how important Bama is to this team. I remember, was it the semi-finals or the quarter-finals that he missed? I think it was due to cards. And I was worried, and I was like, Kuta will struggle without him. Indeed, they won that game. Of course, they really struggled. You watch that game, you know there's something missing in this team, and that is how important he is to this team. And of course, he needed it. But again, you have to give it to the Kuta defender. For me, that foul was so much necessary. Because if you had allowed him to go, he could have been talking about something else. But I mean, it was an intelligent foul that was really necessary.
Well, it's a throw now for Kuta, and they will go along again inside the Kabafita penalty area. A flying header from the Kabafita defense, and Kuta will go all the way back to their centre back. And bit by bit, they are beginning to be very patient. And this is Dafe couldn't escape Suleiman Jame. And now it's Kabafita's time now to attack. This is Suleiman Jame. He finds Babukar Kamara. And now Suleiman Jame inside the penalty area. Kabafita to win this. Late on. No, they are still charging on. It's not over yet. What a chance it was. Millimeters, KB. But the goalkeeper somehow needed it, and somehow Kuta needed it. And if Kabafita don't go and win this, Yusra, if Kabafita don't go and win this, they will come back and look at that moment millimeters away.
You see what I was telling you? A few moments ago I was telling you, look, I mean, if there's any opportunity to replay this final again, we will want it, because this is a moment. Get up. I mean, look. I don't know. You can see the disbelief. Look at Samba. Well, look at him. He's standing.
Samba has no answers whatsoever. He seems to be very frustrated. And now, no wonder, KB, you've seen the reaction from the manager, Samba Jalo, standing hands on hips. How on earth did Kabafita miss that? Through on goal, with the goal at their mercy. They couldn't hit the target. And Samba Jalo, no wonder, sprinkles the water from the bottle on the green turf.
A sort of libation to damage any would-be or whatever from Samba, because imagine not 1, 2, but 3 chances at the same time at the spot. At least one could have gone in, but whatever happened, they missed it and could have rejoiced.
Well, this is Babandin Dafe now. Cross comes inside the penalty area, and it took a deflection. And now Kaususane, the Gambia under 15 star, is the captain, is the center back for this Kutajubulu team. it's tantalizingly poised at 0-0. This for 100,000. This for Championship 2025. But Suleiman Jame, who has been deployed as right back, did well on that occasion for kabafita. Aliou Jasseh, you must get to that boy. He doesn't, and Omar comes in. There is no goalkeeper. And somehow again, KB, there was no goalkeeper. Aliou Jasseh went loitering, and the ball came inside. But somehow there was, a cluster of players decked out all in orange, just in case the ball wanted to pass the line.
A difficult one for Omar Dabo at that point, but at least he did it best. He threw the ball back with a half volley, but unfortunately, he couldn't get it on target. But again, another Navi moment for kabafita.
Another Navi moment for kabafita, and this is so close, and still neither goalkeepers wants to be beaten. And by my word, we have 6 minutes plus whatever is going to be added on for either Kuta or kabafita to strike a dagger in the hearts of the other team. Or penalty shootout from 12 yards is going to determine the winners 2025. And what a game we are watching as the ball comes in. And this is now Omar Dabo. Can he remedy the situation from the misses done earlier on? No is the answer as things stand. And Kutajubulu inside the kabafita half. And somehow the ball will harmlessly bounce for a kabafita goal kick. And Aliou Jasseh will march on to take it. And now this game is on a knife's edge. And now it's tantalizingly poised at 0-0. And now everybody just cannot hold their breath. And everybody is edgy. If you are from a kabafita point of view, this is pensive. If you are from Kutajubulu, this is so painful to watch. As Aliou Jasseh now lines up the goal kick with his yellow boots, he's going to launch it right-footed. He slips in the process, and that wasn't convincing on that occasion. But kabafita will come forward with the substitute Sadio Cisse. At the right-hand side, they find Sadio Mane, who hoists it forward. It's headed, but only to Suleiman Jame. And Suleiman finds Kamara. And Kamara now will be seen hustling and hurrying for every ball. And it's a goal kick, Kuta. And now frustrations are kicking in. Yusuf, the signs of frustrations are kicking in from both benches. But you look at the kabafita technical bench, when that chance went begging, they couldn't believe in their eyes. And Sambajalo took the bottle and sprinkled the water on the grass, like Kebi said, sort of a libation out there. But again, bit by bit, as we go closer to the final whistle, as we go closer to 90 minutes, you see a lot of anxiety, a lot of instructions, and it looks like they are going to bring in Usain Ubaji, their number 2 shot stopper for penalty shootout. And look at the instructions from the kabafita technical bench.
Well, I mean, frustration, obviously, you expect that, yeah, because look, all of these two teams will be looking at themselves and saying, okay, you know what, we should have been leading this game. We have opportunities to be leading. We have opportunities to score. At least all of them, whether it's Kutajubulu or kabafita, at least they both have chances. At least 2 clear-cut chances that they should have scored. And if they had probably, if they had been 2-1, 1-1 or 2-2, but unfortunately it's still 0-0. And well, the changes, I don't know. I know Aliou to be a very good penalty taker before. You and I have watched him play for Fortune, of course, from Naweta to division football. We've seen him, save penalties not once, not twice. I don't know. Probably, maybe they would trust Usainu.
But now, as kabafita are trying on the bench to go and prepare for penalty shootout, the players are fighting to go and win it. And somehow, again, the kabafita bench, again, they could not control themselves. Again, the composure is lacking. And the final touches, and kabafita aren't done yet. And the ball is launched inside the penalty area. It falls to Sadio Mane. But Omar Dabo now it's time for Kutajubulu to counter. It's 2 against 2. Can they make it count? And Aliou. And what a game we are watching. Whosoever wins this, we can't say we have not been entertained. The winner of this to dethrone Manduwar is going to get this trophy absolutely from hell. As the ball is being squared by Abdul Sane. These are the last knockings. It's time for Kuta now to attack. Suleiman Jame, the right back, is found himself out of position. But now we regain possession. But again, they have some defending to do. This is Modlami Sise, the substitute. And now it's a corner. And KB, what a moment. Just when Kabafita are preparing for penalty shootout on their bench, it looks like second choice goalkeeper Usainu Baji was receiving instructions. At the other end, their players could have won it within regulation 90.
Yeah, for me, both sides created enough chances to at least hit the back of the net once. But unfortunately, both managers and fans and faithful, they squander all the chances, especially Kabafita. They have been so wasteful in this second half. And they wouldn't forgive themselves if they lose this game, either in regulation time, because we have already played 38 minutes in the second half and we are playing 40. And a corner kick for kutajubulu. And if you know their history, they have the lack of Serif Jallow. He's so tall, lanky, and very commanding. If he can get the ball on his head, it will be dangerous. Or, Omar Dabo too is there. A very deadly striker, especially with the ball on his head. But let's wait and see whether, the corner kick will bear any fruit for kutajubulu.
Well, it's a corner, and these are the last knockings of this game. And by my watch, we have... How many minutes left? We are in the 89th minute of this game. And penalty shootout, you feel, is now looming. And this is the last knocking of this game. Kutajubulu now want to win it. And all eyes on the referee on how much other time there will be. Or penalty shootout will decide. And it's time now for Kabafita to launch the last attack. Inside their own half, they win a set piece. And they take it short. And the captain Sadio Mane launches it forward. Chasing for the ball is number 18, Alkali Fati. Alkali Fati will be beat into it. But again, they regain possession in the last knockings of this game. And now almost, we have played 90 minutes of football in yet another final between Kabafita and kutajubulu. And neither teams fails to be beaten. And now we have 60 seconds of additional time to bring in for you before penalty shootout. But yet again, don't just get carried away, because almost right at the death, in a very, very good position, Kabafita have a set piece. And hold your breath. Nobody at the Boxbar Mini Stadium is going anywhere. And now the managers are beginning to throw in the penalty specialist. But again, remember, when play resumes, it's Sadio Mane who will send in an outswinger in a very promising position for Kabafita. And kutajubulu and Seni Bojang, everybody a moment of prayers. The substitutions will come on force. The man they call Spain will join in. And what a moment it will be for him to just come in and win this. It's a crowded penalty area. It's pensive. It's tension. And nobody will let their eyes off this one. You feel this is the last knocking of this game. And Sadio Mane squandered the chance. And now all eyes on the referee. We are in borrowed time on top of other time. It's kutajubulu nil. It's Kabafita United nil. And penalty shootout, yes. Absorbing game. Fantastic final. These two teams cannot be separated. We've played on New Year's Day, 94 minutes. No team was able to win it. Kutajubulu were so close. But a 91st minute strike from Captain Sadio Mane made sure that we assemble here today, the 9th of January 2025 for a replay. And yet again, just like we were on New Year's Day, we have played 90 minutes of football between the two teams. We have been entertained. Chance have come begging. Both teams could have won it within regulation 90. And now it's penalty shootout next KB. Fantastic final.
Fantastic final. And what a way to decide it in the penalty shootouts. I don't know the Kuda goalkeeper that much, but I know Alujazi, on his day, he's a very, very good, penalty saver. But Kuda, I know too, they have specialists. So sometimes, it doesn't matter how good the goalkeeper is. if your opponents have, specialists, it's always very difficult to save from 12 yards. This will be a nerve-wracking one, and I know as of now, hearts of both the hearts are palpitating for both the kutajubulu fans and that of the kabafita fans. The fans, they would want to win it on during regulation time, and both teams created enough chances to win it during regulation time. But here we are on, waiting for the referee to give a green light for us to go on penalties without to decide the winner.
Well, to decide the winner, well, Yusfa, it's penalty shootout. Just like you said earlier on in the second half, it's never a shame for penalty shootout to decide who will be the champions of the land. In recent years, the best World Cup final we saw finished Argentina 3, France 3, and 12 yards decided it. And here in 2025, to the crown man, it should be penalty shootout again.
Yeah, I've said it, and I'll say it again. If I was a player, of course, a faithful of kabafita or kutajubulu, I will celebrate as I'm a league champion, and of course, because that is what I am. For me, it doesn't matter 1-0, 3-0, 1-0-0 penalty shootouts. Champion is a champion. What matters is the crown, and one of them will be going home today with the crown. And when that crown is put on top of your head, there's nothing other than to celebrate.
Well, there's nothing other than to celebrate. Celebrate, said KB. But at a minute, it is the kabafita players who are grouped right in front of us, and Sambajalo is giving out the instructions to the group of players as this is a moment that comes once in a lifetime. You feel they will never find themselves in this type of opportunity, situations again. It takes a lifetime experience to find yourself getting ready and listening to a manager for penalty shootout to win your first trophy for only God knows when. And kutajubulu at the far end, decked out all in grey, are also listening to instructions from their inspirational manager, Seni Bojang. As this is the first time ever they have found themselves in a situation like this, listening to instructions to their manager shortly before penalty shootout to decide whether they are going to be champions for the first time in their young lives or not. And now everybody has gone back to their seats, and kabafita have now taken their position, and kutajubulu are still getting instructions from Seni Bojang. And now everybody is just seated and waiting for the referee. And VIP is edgy. The democracy end of the ground has been absolutely fantastic. The new pavilion was lovely during the 90 minutes. And the main stands, the cacophony of sounds was absolutely first class. And now it is time, and now it's penalty shootout. We have played 180 minutes of football in 2025 between kutajubulu and kabafita, and still we wait for the winner. But now there must be one. Aliou Jasseh, the kabafita custodian, or Ibrahima Bojang, the kutajubulu custodian. But it seems it is Sadio Mane, the captain for kabafita, who will come first. Why? Yeah. It's Captain Sadio Mane who now marches on. It's Captain Sadio Mane who now marches on to take it for kabafita. And the man we have talked about, he was a runner-up in 2017. He was a runner-up in 2022. And surely he is the captain for 2025. And he can't afford to be yet another runner-up for this kabafita team who have been fantastic. It was his goal on New Year's Day that brought us here today in the 91st minute. The boos and the whistle. This is Sadio Mane, one experienced player. The skipper for kabafita, down the middle. Down the middle, and the goalkeeper just moved, and 1-0 kabafita.
He sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, Ibrahima Bojang. He def well, but again, he was nowhere near the ball. What a penalty, 1-0 kabafita.
And guess who is coming? Abdou Sane. When you look at this boy, you remember the goal in the derby. You and I, Yusfa, we are exactly sitting where we are sitting today. And when the goal went in, you just turned your eyes and looked at me and said,
Goal of the season.
goal of the season. And now he has a big responsibility from that day on. He caught the goal that took Kutajubulu on their way to the final. And now he is here and he must convert. Abdul Sane against Aliou. Oh. That takes the sting out of the commentator himself, Kevin.
No way. You were mute for some seconds. But it was just a brilliant penalty. A brilliant penalty. What a way to make it 1-1 for Kutajubulu.
And now it's a big responsibility. And now is the one, Spain they call him, who just came in the last minute of the game.
Back.
And now it's Mohamed Badji. Spain, he calls himself. He has been an unused substitute for the greater part of the season. But in the final, he came in. And now he's here. It's Mohamed Badji against Ibrahima Bojang. Mohamed Badji! And he blessed it over. He blessed it over, KB.
Well, he has been in this situation, not in the finals, but in shootouts, and he will come and bury it in. But unfortunately, today he missed it. And now, what a bad miss. I think this will take a lot from him. He's waving sorry to the fans. He balloons his kick high over bar. And if Steve can get this one in, you know, Mohamed Badji, Spain, they call him, and kabafita will be in trouble.
Well, Spain just ballooned the second spot kick for kabafita. And now it is Kuta's turn to make it 2-1. It is number 5, the center back, Serif Bah. I want to engage Yusfa, but Yusfa is none of this. And this is Serif Bah against Aliou Jasseh. This to make it 2-1 Kuta. Or will Aliou make the save to keep it at 1-1? Serif Bah is one heck of a left foot. He is tall and he is muscular. This is Serif Bah. He comes in. And the goalkeeper, no matter how well you make the dive, you're not making those saves. It was at the, it was perfect, and he just denied the goalkeeper.
The height is very good. The pace is very good. And then even if you are Aliou Jasseh, you are not making that save.
Well, it's 2-1 Kuta. It's 2-1 Kuta. And now, anytime Kuta converts, it's Prezo Kabafita. And it's the substitute Sadio Cisse who almost made an impact for Kabafita. Midway point of the second half, he replaced Baba Kutujo, remember. And now he has a huge responsibility to convert this. Sadio Cisse, is over to you, number 14, against Ibrahima Bojang, who is yet to make a save. But this now is to restore parity, to bring kabafita in level terms. He sends the goalkeeper the wrong way and at the roof of the net. And it's 2-2. But could have a penalty to spare, Yusfa?
Yeah, they have. But again, for me, what a penalty from Mohamed Spain. But I think you can say all the things we want, but I think for me, he's just unfortunate today. This is not the first time we've seen him do it. I think this season alone, I've seen him come twice as a substitute to score penalties, and then he scored. But today, unfortunately, he missed. So it seems like nobody wants to take responsibility from Kutajara.
Well, now it's Kutajubulu, and nobody wants to take the responsibility. It almost took them almost 30 seconds or more for somebody to come out.
Over a minute.
Over a minute, they are debating on who should come out and take the penalty. And then at a minute, there is no point for panic. They are leading this. It's just a matter of convert the penalty and they will be restoring their lead. But again, it seems pressure is mounting, but you do not blame them. These are young kids who have never found themselves in a position like this quickly.
Well, especially when you have Alujasi in the other end, and he's yet to make a save. He dived in correctly for the second one. Abdul beat him very well, and then I know they will feel some nerves.
Well, it is Musa Adem. In fact, it's the technician Musa Adem who took the set piece on New Year's Day against Aliou Jasseh. Musa Adem comes in, he's a one heck of a right foot. Musa Adem now! And Aliou barely moves. It's like Yusuf, it's like those sports kicks where the goalkeeper has no chance, but only to stand there and watch the ball fly past him.
Yeah, you will agree with me that Aliou is a very good goalkeeper. I mean, we've seen him, as I said, this, but again, when you have very good penalty takers like what we've just seen, I didn't think he has a chance. And unfortunately, out of 3, well, he's yet to save 1.
Well, out of 3, he's yet to save 1. And now you feel kabafita, anytime Kuta scores, is pressure kabafita. If he misses this, Kuta will be so close. Because if he misses, Kuta will only convert and win it all together and become champions. But if he scores, it's parity restored. And it is number 11 for kabafita, who marches on to take this for them. And that is Suleiman Jame. And he sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. And it's 3-3. But Kuta have a penalty to take. And they are still sitting down there, Yusfa. And Kuta, they are still sitting out there.
Well, somebody has to come and take the penalties. Somebody has to come in. If they like, they can sit. But somebody has to come.
Somebody must come. And now that somebody is Omar Dabo. And is the goalkeeper. Now, in fact, Omar Dabo is asked to stay. And the goalkeeper, Ibrahim Bojang, to take this. Ibrahim Bojang against Aliou Jasseh. And Ibrahim Bojang hands on hips. He is a goalkeeper, remember. He's here to make a save. Can he now score for Kutajubulu? Oh. And the goalkeeper, Aliou Jasseh. You know, none of the Kutajubulu players wants to come and take a spot kick. And now, Ibrahim Bojang just stepped up. And now, if kabafita lose this, there will be yet another runner-up KB.
Yeah, and you understand why none of the Kuta players want to take this penalty kick. But they don't want to be at the losing side. This is history for them. You know, last year, they were in the knockout final. They lost heavily 3-0 against Fortune. And they find themselves at a promising place to win it. They don't want to squander it.
They don't want to squander it. And now it is Kisande for kabafita, who must convert, otherwise Kutajubulu will be champions. And he bears it. And now it's Kutajubulu. And now they must convert. And it's Omar Dabo who wants to keep their hopes alive. And if Kuta scores this, they will be champions. This for $100,000. This to dethrone Mandua. This to be champions for the first time ever. This for Sandy Bojang to be a winner as a player and as a manager.
I only hope you know the weight that he's carrying on his shoulder right now.
Omar Dabo, he is never going to kick a ball more powerful than this in his entire life.
Never.
It's hundreds of thousands of people on this kick of the ball. $100,000 is what this ball costs. If Omar Dabo could convert, Kutajubulu are champions. No, is the answer. kabafita refused to die, and now it's sudden death. Aliou Jasseh makes the save, and now we are back to where we started. Kutajubulu were a penalty converted away from being champion. And Aliou Jasseh make the save. And KB now, it's sudden death. The man grows older. The lights are on. 2 finals played. 6 penalties taken each. We still do not know the champions of our land. Oh.
This is the reason why none of the Kuta penalties takers want to take. But they know when you are facing, you know, a goalkeeper of Alu's caliber, you know that he's not going to five penalty takers are not going to beat him. And when 4 kicks scored, you know the last one will be so difficult. And he produced a very, very good save. And now the leading goal scorer of the tournament, Buba Kamara, has the responsibility to bury this one.
Well, Buba Kamara has chance to bury this. Buba Kamara has chance to bury this. He has been there over and over and over. But decisive penalties and star players, most of the time, this story is bitter. But this is Buba Kamara, who has been there. He scored 2 in the semi-final against Jaliba United. And that was a brilliant penalty. And now, Kuta must convert.
In a second, everything has turned upside down now. Remember, I mean, on New Year's Day, I mean, kabafita, we are just 4 minutes. 4 minutes away of clinching in Jara. And on the 9th, they were just one penalty, you know, away from clinching it. And now here they are, Jara. Well, this is football, Jara. This is why we love it. Here they are now. Everything turned upside, out in 360. Now, look at kabafita, the ones on their feet. A moment ago, they were not watching. Now, look at them. Now, it's the kutajubulu players. Some of them now are not just watching. And then this is the beauty of football, Jara.
It's becoming unwatchable from a kutajubulu perspective. And Seni Bojang barely watches. And within the twinkle of an eye, it's advantage kabafita. If Aliou Jase makes the save, kabafita will be champions for the first time for as long as we could remember. But now this is kutajubulu. It's sudden dead remember. And Aliou went the right way, but couldn't make the save. And still we go on. And still the wait is on. And Kebi, and still, I'm just running out of words.
Ekanda, he hit it very well. Aliou dived to his left. He dived correctly, but he couldn't just produce a save. You know, a breathtaking one. You know, they couldn't just let anybody breathe here.
Well, and now it's a big responsibility for one heck of a centre-back, Amadou Badji, for kabafita. He was in pain in the first half. He was stretched off shortly before halftime. And now he has shouldered a responsibility that is as big as Mount Everest. That's as heavy as the Boxbar Mini Stadium. It's a huge, huge responsibility to number 4, to centre-back for kabafita, Amadou Badji. And he kisses the ball. And now he's going to take a little step over. He is huge, he is dark, he is tall, and he is muscular. It's sudden death where we are in. As kabafita and their fans, watch on! Wow. Just wow. He gave it a lot. He left nothing on that ball. He just hammered it, KB.
At this point, I think he's one of the best to take a penalty. At least, I will tell you what, you know. It's not easy to forgive a player for missing a penalty. But again, if a player misses with this kind of kick, at least Timbo Bakel.
And still we wait for Kuta. It's like these kutajubulu players don't just, I don't know, perhaps that's the game plan. This one, I don't know. You know, they just buy time. They just wait for everybody's attention before they march on to take the penalty.
Maybe, you never know, because look, tactics, it could be a tactics that, you know, what we will do is, maybe we will give them, at least, in between our penalty, we will take 30 seconds, 1 minute, before another penalty taker would go up, instead of one take the penalty. But then, what I know, whether you take seconds, whether you take 1 minute, somebody has to come and shoot.
Well, it's number, at a minute, it's number 3 for you. That is Mohamed Badji. That's number 2, C. It's number 2 for kutajubulu C. C must convert! And yes! kabafita cannot believe this. They are champions. In 2017, they were runners-up to Orlando. In 2022, they were runners-up to Jaliba United. But this time around, On New Year's Day, they stole it at the death. But on the 9th of January 2025, just like what Samba Jallo told us on New Year's Day after the draw, that this kabafita team will not be runners-up. And boy, they are not runners-up. Boy, they are winners. They have come to the Boxbar Mini Stadium. They have played and had chances. They have created chances. In regulation 90, they could have won it. But in penalty shootout, they missed their second spot kick. But somehow they were good. Kutajubulu had a score win and they missed it. Fantastic, Aliu Jase goalkeeper made it. And now kabafita, and now Samba Jallo, and now everybody cannot just believe this. The Boxbar Mini Stadium, the kabafita people are crying. The players are on the ground. Sadio Mane, who was a runner-up on 2 occasions, will not be another runner-up for the third time. For the third consecutive time, never. They cannot believe it. Tears of joy is what these kabafita footballers are saying right now. And Samba Jallo, who scored a belter in 2018 against Orlando as a footballer, to win it for Greater Tomorrow, has gone on 7 years on to win it for kabafita for the first time as since God knows when. An absorbing final, 0-0 at the regulation 90. And now on penalty shootout, kabafita have won it. Fantastic. And now it's the orange of kabafita that have dethroned the orange of Manduar. Fantastic final it has been. What? Well, we are still on. We still cannot believe it. And